And Montana lawmakers are considering a bill that would stop voters from registering on Election Day. MTN's Jonathan Ambarian reports on what the change would mean.
Currently, Montana residents can still register to vote at county election offices on the morning before Election Day and on Election Day itself. House Bill 176 would push that deadline back to 5 p.m. the preceding Friday. The House State Administration Committee held a hearing Thursday on the bill, sponsored by Republican Representative Sharon Grief of Florence. She said the bill wasn't intended to limit people's ability to vote, but that passing it would ensure people have confidence in the election system.
We are blessed with the privilege of voting, but we also must accept responsibility for that privilege. Elections don't pop up out of the blue and surprise us.
Montana Secretary of State Christy Jacobson testified in favor of the bill, calling it an election integrity measure. Supporters said same-day registration puts too much burden on local election officials.
It's extremely hard to put the information of all of the voters into the system, get their ballots counted, and keep the numbers correct while you're still registering people to vote the same day you're having an election.
But opponents said Election Day registration has worked as intended since the state approved it in 2005.
Same-day voter registration has functioned well and has allowed for the increasingly high percentage of registered voters who are actually voting in our elections. It has not caused fraud. It has not caused errors.
They said removing the option to register on the day would especially affect groups like Native Americans, students, and those with disabilities or receiving long-term care.
Please don't make it harder for these people to vote. Late registration has been a godsend for them, and we do all we can to make sure that people can exercise the franchise.
The legislature put a ballot measure before Montana voters in 2014 to end same-day registration. That measure failed, 57% to 43%. In Helena, Jonathan Ambarian, MTN News.
Leaders say about 60,000 voters registered on Election Day between 2006 and 2018. The data for 2020 hasn't been finalized just yet.